a play going on at, what's that place, in Kenner?
Rivertown.
Rivertown.
Oh,
Yeah,
he must be in Greece.
Greece,
I'm,
yeah,
yeah, I'll
yeah,
be going to do Greece in another week or so.
yeah. Is,
And then they just opened last night.
yeah, yeah, I've seen what they posted on, well, you post, but no, you didn't post anything about, Rivertown, but,
No, I'll share their stuff, but yeah, I don't usually make up any of their posts for them,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
Yeah, no, they just opened last night and it looks like it's gonna be a great show.
yeah. I wonder what they're doing as far as the, the seating arrangements and the social
They
distancing.
they have been socially distancing. They will let people that are related to each other that live together, you know, sit
Uh-huh,
together, but everybody else has been having the 6 feet separation
okay,
frontwards and backwards, like on the sides and also front to
uh-huh,
back. Now
yeah,
that was the last time I shot.
okay,
Kenner's different than New Orleans, so I don't know if Kenner opened up anything to where they have more capacity now or not.
mhm.
But I know that they are sold out, I think, for 3 weeks, you know.
Uh, That's great, that's great.
'Cause yeah, it's a small place in the first place. It only seats a little over 100 people. And if you can only sell half the tickets, that's only like 50 people a show.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can run a long time, you know. Yeah,
Look, now, he's going to, Brother Martin. Are the Genesians not active or what?
they are. They performed the show in the gym. They
Uh,
weren't able to do it in the little Genesian theater, you know, but they went into the gym, which is a big, wider open space, you know.
uh,
They did sort of like a little bits of hits type thing, a 80s show. It wasn't an actual play, you know.
mhm,
They
mhm.
did, and I'm recording different schools like McGee. They um, won't. They still are, since they're in the city of New Orleans. Things are stricter there. You can't sing indoors.
Mhm.
So they're anytime they're singing, they have to do it outdoors, and they set up lawn chairs for the parents.
Uh-huh.
And and but I did shoot a regular show there for the 7th grade. There was no singing in it, and they allowed us in the auditorium.
Hmm. Okay.
You know, so just as long as you ain't singing, you can be indoors.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of weird. You know,
Yeah.
um, but I guess things if the infection rate stays down and the people quit dying, you know,
Yeah.
I guess they'll loosen things up even more. The restaurants are, I think, 50% capacity now,
Mhm.
and they're allowing dining indoors, you know. But Bonnie and I still haven't gone to sit in a restaurant for 2 hours. You know, we'll get our stuff to go still,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, how are things there in North Carolina? Do they allow you to?
Um, I really don't know the status of the restaurants because I haven't, uh, I haven't been ready to go back. I mean, we have on a couple of occasions gone to a restaurant when we were like almost the only people there. I think the last time we went, there were people at, you know, half the tables, but separated. So I don't know what the official word is really, but I think we still have about 15 to 20 deaths a day,
Wow.
North
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah, they still have a lot of people dying, you know. I mean, it's not like it went away, but I guess they can't keep everything closed forever.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like when I went shopping at the Rouses here, the cashiers weren't even wearing masks. But
you're
when I go to
kidding.
the Walgreens, the Walgreens has a big sign. They still want you to wear masks there,
And
and so
Rouse's doesn't
Hey,
have,
yeah, Rouse's wasn't making you wear masks anymore. Hey,
oh.
Rick.
hey, what's up?
Hello,
Not
Rick.
much. How
Hello,
you
hello,
doing?
hello.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
Howdy.
Howdy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
beat you
Tom.
here even with the errands.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. I'll give you a call
Yeah.
next week, sure, during the
Yeah.
week.
Okay, yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah. Tom and Emily, the reason Tom's chair is empty up there, they're packing right now. I told him I could take care of the meeting. They're packing because they're leaving to come to New Orleans.
Yeah, when do they come? When do they leave? When are they coming
They're
down?
leaving, I think
Thursday
tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they're gonna be here. They're gonna be here for a few weeks though, so we'll have
Oh, okay.
definitely have a chance to get
Oh,
together and
definitely. Yeah.
do a Frankie and Johnny's or whatever, you know.
Oh, that
Maybe
sounds
go down,
good. Yeah,
maybe go down to see Barry at Fritzl's or something.
sounds good too. Both of them.
Hey guys,
Hey Bill, how
Yeah.
are you?
hey, it's been a
Bill.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent an email out to Tom the other day. My ex-wife wants to go to this October party.
Uh-huh.
And is there some kind of a mailing list that we can connect to find out the latest on what's going on?
Yeah, I think that Jim and also
Marty.
what's the other Marty have been compiling that list.
Yeah.
You know, if you send it to Tom, we'll make sure that her email address gets put on the master list, so she can
that's
find out
great.
about it too. Okay.
Yeah, there was this Joel and Carla, who my ex-wife, but my very good friend. They somehow got to be good friends in a quiet sort of way.
Uh-huh.
I never thought of Joel as the kind of a person who'll be your friend, your buddy.
Yeah.
He's kind of a business guy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
somehow they connected. They used to go to movies together out in St. Louis while I was blowing my tuba in the club. They were out watching movies.
Oh boy. Okay. That sounds great. And so she wants to
Yeah.
go to just catch up at old times then, huh?
Well, she's living in Connecticut now in West Hartford.
Oh, so she's not too
Oh,
far.
she's
from where we're
close.
going.
She's
So I don't
close,
know.
then,
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know the Connecticut all that well. Where New Haven is in relation to Hartford, but
Yeah. I don't think Connecticut's that big, is it? It's not
no.
like Texas.
Not
or
as
something,
big as,
Yeah.
not as
Yeah,
big as
no,
Texas.
Yeah, I'm sure the more the merrier. They're trying to make sure we have enough bodies, to. Yeah, but I think Jim and Marty were saying it sounds like we have enough people to make it a fun time up there.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. So I got that master list of all those tunes. There's a
Oh, you got it? Yeah.
Two. I
Yeah.
guess you call it the tune list. Is that something that's going to be? They're going to run that thing through like as if it were like a show or something, or.
That's what I gather. They
Yeah.
you're gonna have to talk to the musicians about that. But Barry and Jim and Mike know a lot about it because they've been working over the list. And I think Jim said he was working up the chords for all of them. Just
Right.
for people that don't know some of the songs.
Yeah. Well, who, speaking of Joel, we always think of Joel. When I was working in the Boston Club, and that goes back to the 63, 64, somewhere in those years, his sister, Jennifer, she opened a club on the street level where the Boston Club was, of course, down one's below street level. If you remember, any of you who played in that club.
Yeah.
Jennifer,
I think Snake's getting ready to get on now.
Snake's
He might
trying
know
to.
some. Yeah. He may know something about the clubs. All of us were basically working waiter and bar and stuff at the New Orleans club.
Yeah.
So not going to be much information to you there. But usually Barry and them get on probably a little bit after 4. We just started up a little bit early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jim will probably be on. He'll know all that.
Yeah,
too.
Jim usually makes it every time.
I can't get my camera to work.
Oh, hey Snake. I
Hey,
can see your
Snake.
name, but I can't see you.
I can't get my camera to work.
Oh, did you cover the little video hole? That's what I do sometimes. Sometimes I put a
bottom left-hand corner, there's a little thing to click if you're in trouble.
yeah.
Bill, why do you cover the lens?
Hackers can get in and see through your camera.
Okay.
Really?
For when I'm dancing naked in my office, I didn't want anybody to see that.
Too late.
Not even
Jeff,
the
too late.
hackers.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. No, but I basically, if I'm not using the camera, I put a little piece of tape over it. A little bit of gaffer's tape. You can't see through it. But I forgot to take it off once, and I thought my camera wasn't working. I said, "Oh, I forgot to take the tape off."
Yeah.
There are some cameras where they have a lid that you can drop on top of it that will,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, mine, I just have this little cover I put on top of it. Boop, there it is.
There you go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can do the same thing with my hand. Yeah.
Yeah, you put your thumb on it. Yeah.
Did we decide what happened to Jennifer? Is she gone and disappeared from the world, or
Jennifer.
Jennifer?
Yeah, I don't know. You said she was in the Boston Club?
Well, she opened a club on the first floor of where the Boston Club was.
Okay.
Boston Club was one level down under the street.
Okay.
In fact, I found out through of all people, my father-in-law, that building on Warrington Street, where the Boston Club was originally a Greek church.
Oh,
The basement where our club was. You're not gonna believe this. Back in the old days, when if you died, you didn't go to a funeral home because there was no such thing as a funeral home a couple of generations back. What would happen is they would put your body in the church, and they'd wake you there and carry on from there. The basement where our blessed club was located was the funeral, not the funeral.
the crypt.
The mortuary, I guess. I don't know.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, cold storage. Did they keep you on ice down there or what? I mean, I imagine things could get a little,
Good place to keep the beer kegs, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you could keep the beer cooler down there. Move. Can you move Harry out the way? I gotta tap this keg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try it again, Snake.
No, we can't get it.
You see the little thing that shows whether you want to turn your camera on, huh? Or proceed with video?
No,
Yeah,
it didn't give me that.
Huh.
should
Let me see. Let me go to the waiting room here.
there should be something that says something about start video or record video or something.
Sign in with video or
Something with video.
Participants, let me see.
The video on, video off. There's a little cross on the camera, and you can turn the cross off by clicking on it, and then it will get your camera back into action. So that's been my experience.
Yeah, I see your camera's off. I'm looking at the meeting room here, but I can't turn it on from my side.
Snake, can you see us?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, your camera's not on for some reason.
I know.
Oh.
I just got it replugged it.
Yeah, we got the picture. No,
What about
It's usually when I log on, it asks, do you want to join with video? And I say yes.
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Let me try
It
it
didn't
again.
give you. It didn't give you that
Try it
option.
again, yeah.
I'll leave and try it again.
Okay.
I have been having trouble with my internet being unstable the last 2 months or so, and I've now invested $250, I guess it is, and it was on sale, a $300 router, a better one than I had before. But we'll see if that cures the
Hopefully that'll
problem.
work.
Yeah, and I've got supposedly a fast internet service. There you go, Snake. Oh, I see you. No, still no camera though.
Nope.
Huh.
I got that Comcast router. It comes with that package if you invest in that source.
Well, Snake, if you want, I mean, I know that's frustrating, but we can hear you just fine, so you can.
Okay, well, we'll go with that.
But you could be making faces at us or mooning us, and we wouldn't know,
I was going to say, well, what are you wearing? Well, what room are you in?
That ain't pretty.
Maybe this is just as well. Yeah.
Yeah. He's saying they don't call me Snake for nothing. Okay.
That's right. I said, I can't tell you why, but I can show you.
Yeah, you could
I
show.
think I'll pass on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking to see if there's any. Yeah. Usually I would like yours, but it says you want to share with video and hit yes, and then.
Yeah, it's usually right when I log on.
I didn't
And
get
now at the very top of my screen, because I have a Mac, there's a little video camera right on the top of my screen. I've never tried messing with that because everything seems to be working. But I guess that
I
might
didn't
turn it
get
on
that
and off.
prompt.
Now I can hit that on mine and it'll say that's for stop video. I bet if it wasn't working, that probably says start maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's a little video camera up there too.
Yeah. It's way above it on the very top of the screen but I know all the computers are different, where the
Yeah.
toolbars are,
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, well, we'll just have to listen to you, Snake, without seeing you.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
When you're talking about the reception, the camera that is built into my computer, I have a PC that is transmitting the pictures and the sound, and it's built right in. Of course, it's built right into the computer itself. That camera, the built-in one, doesn't work. I had to go out and buy an independent camera, and with a USB plug, and that's the camera that I use.
Mhm.
That gets me all of what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Well, snakes used to work. We used to see them every week.
Yeah. This first time it just hasn't showed up this week. So
Yeah.
Well, I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now you look like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Snake, you might be able to answer Bill's question. He had some questions about the Boston Club and a lady named Jennifer, but I'm
Jennifer, Joel's sister.
I never played the Boston Club. I was Denver and Brussels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I know I met Joel, but I never met his sister. Was his sister at the 50th reunion in Carnegie?
Oh, I met his wife.
Well, she had her own club, independent of Joel, and on the first floor, it's at street level on Warrington Street. So, and we knew her. The audience, they have a very strong physical resemblance.
Yeah, maybe not the mustache, huh?
But
What kind of club was? What kind of club was it?
Except for the mustache. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they didn't get along or they were just independent of each other. But she was more very business-like in her operation. Jennifer Schiavone, yeah.
Jennifer Schiavone.
Jennifer and Joel.
Well, Jim should know what happened about her as soon as he gets on. That's where he played, wasn't it, Boston?
Yeah. Gim knew Joel from
New York.
I guess just about day one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only knew her from Boston though. When I went out to St. Louis and played and I played in New York for a while, I never saw her again. But it's just in the Boston club, and then I don't know.
So was it a regular music club? Or was it jazz?
It was what did she have for music? I don't know, because I was always playing my tuba downstairs. I never got to really hear what was going on the first floor. But it was not at all like the type of music that with the ring-a-ting-a-ting thing that we used to do all the time.
Yeah.
And I think she hired like a jazz trio or quartet, that sort of business.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Bill, you're gonna be at the reunion then in Connecticut, in New Haven.
Well, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it. My health is sort of slipping away from me, and I'm hanging on to it and pulling it back. But Carla, my ex-wife, she she, of course, lives, I don't know where in New Haven and Hartford are next to each other, but they're close enough so that she's going to be able to get down there, and she's very excited about the idea of seeing Joel. Of course, it's
Be
and
nice.
those of us who have been
Pretty
around a while, and again, almost everybody in this crowd that
Chris.
we've been.
Hello, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
How you doing, gang?
Okay.
Hey.
And Mike's punching in. There he is.
There's
Okay.
Mike. Hey, Mike.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Oh, good. We got some more action going here. Good.
yeah,
Yeah. It's just now 4 o'clock. Snake's trying again.
yeah.
Can't get it.
Yeah.
No, Snake, are you using this week's link to try to get in?
My what?
You're using the link that Tom sent this week to try to get in?
Yeah.
You might maybe go back a couple weeks, because I was having trouble getting in last week. And so I went and I used an older link. I didn't ever erase some of my old emails, and I was able to get in. So I don't know if that would make a difference, but it's just something if you wanted to try it.
Well, I can.
Yeah, but it may not have anything to do with why we can't get your picture up.
The last week, Bill, remember we had to use a code or something. You had to put it in.
Yeah. So I
First
went
time I
and
ever
used
had
the week. I went and used the week before that, and I got in without the code. But I don't know if Zoom does anything different week to week. I don't know. But everybody else is.
Camera open.
Yeah, we've been trying to get his picture up for a while.
If you've already picked up your prescription, please disregard this message.
Shut up.
Who dat?
Yeah. So what kind of drugs we got here? And I'd like to pick 'em up.
They're for Kathy, not me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So, Chris, what you got cooking?
Well, I'm batching it this week. My wife has gone down to Virginia to visit her mom, so it's just me. So
Oh,
So just frozen food. No, I'm sure you haven't touched frozen food, except your own.
actually, I made some very nice stuffed peppers, which I like. And my wife hates peppers, so this was the
Oh.
time to do it.
That's a good time to do that. Yeah.
yeah.
You got some nice looking recipes and food you cook. Looks pretty good. Gets us hungry right here at dinner time.
I missed you guys last week. I'm sorry. I watched it on the YouTube. And you're much better in person.
Yeah. Well, Tom's still picture is up here. He's there, but he and his wife are packing up because they're leaving early tomorrow to come here to New Orleans. So, here he is. Tom.
There he
There we
is.
go.
What's
Yeah.
up, Tom?
I'm here. Not much. I'm trying to get to New Orleans.
Yeah.
So you're gonna drive straight through?
No, we're going to try to stop.
Yeah.
But then we're going to try to stop on the way back to see her sister, which is to see you too. But I'll
Okay.
let you know.
Yeah, well, that'll be good. I look forward to it. Now, Karen's gonna be in New Orleans about a week or about eight or 9 days from now. Late next week, she's gonna be in New Orleans and be there for about 3 weeks. So,
Okay.
Are you going to behave yourself while she's gone?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I know that.
Yeah.
She's in the
yeah.
background listening, Tom. What are you talking?
Hey, Tom, could you send me another invite? I'm gonna try and get a picture on here.
Oh, okay. I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Tom, Snake was saying that on his, because usually it asks you if you want to join the Zoom meeting with video. He said he's not getting that option for some reason. So I don't know what that's all
I'm
about.
not getting that prompt at all.
Maybe
Yeah.
Zoom has decided you're too ugly.
Yeah. We told him it could be an advantage to not have your screen up. You could be mooning this or not have to get dressed or anything. Just,
You can have a blast, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, sign off, Snake, and use the new
And
link.
make sure that Homeland Security isn't watching.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
I'll try it again.
Okay. All right.
So did I understand from last week's meeting that there was going to be a sort of a gathering in Clearwater this past week?
Yeah, I
yesterday.
think it was on Cinco de Mayo. From what I gathered, I
Yeah, I saw that
some
message, yeah.
some
Last
posts
week,
from-
yeah.
Yeah, some people sound like John McLaren was down there
Yeah.
at Jones.
Coordinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jones Restaurant.
Yeah, at Jones. Yeah. But
Well,
I don't know who else made it.
I didn't see any pictures or anything.
No, I just saw a
There was
post.
one photograph of a group of,
Hey, Jim.
There it is.
Oh, Jim,
I
There
know
he
I
is.
I know I can
Snake, I
make this-
just sent it.
Try that, Snake. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Snake's been on and off trying to get a
Here he
video
goes.
screen up. Just can't.
He
Just can't see
looks
the-
different.
Yeah, just can't see the snake today.
Well, did everybody have a good week? Everybody all right?
Yeah,
So far,
yeah, all present and accounted for.
yeah.
There's a couple of questions Bill has for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
about
Well,
Boston.
Bill Meehan was, he
when
was
I was
asking
in
about the
Boston-
ball.
60, 64, 63, 64, right in those years. Joel's sister Jennifer was opened a club on the street level where on Warrington Street. Of course, we
That's
were,
right.
as you know, we were down one street, one below below the street level. But she opened her own club, independent of Joel and the Mustache. And it was a kind of a jazz sort of club, rather didn't get into any of the banjo stylists sort of things that Joel did. She has a remarkable resemblance to Joel, and I only remember her from the Boston Club, and the other clubs where I was wandering around. Never saw her again, but I don't know if anybody has ever heard from her since.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember Jennifer very well. And she was kind of in and out of the picture many times.
I thought so.
She did have that club, and I forgot about that. But you're right. I remember it now.
was that the Improper Bostonian?
Yes, improper. Thank you, the Improper Bostonian. That was
Yeah, I
it.
got
was
a
that-
couple of mugs from there.
Oh, okay.
What sort of entertainment did she have in that club?
She had a banjo player from South Boston and a piano player from west of Boston somewhere, I forget. And they did a cabaret kind of thing, singing the songs and singing the songs and cracking the jokes. They were quite clever. They were very entertaining. I used to go upstairs and listen to them. They were enjoyable.
Hmm.
When we moved to New York, Jennifer kind of disappeared for a while, and then she came back to visit once in a while. But that's about the only times I've seen her. I've seen her at parties at Joel's house, but of course, along with Michael, his brother,
Yeah.
and his parents and their friends and all that stuff. But I don't know where she is now. I really don't. I'll ask Joel next time I see him.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Hey, Jim, do you ever see Joel's daughter, Alex?
No.
Oh yeah, sure,
You see her?
sure.
Yeah, I knew her years ago. She was a neat kid.
Yeah, she was the one that wore the T-shirts around Moodus. Remember
Yeah.
the T-shirts?
Yeah.
I'm in the Moodus. You know that
Yeah,
one?
I'm in the mood to keep Joel's pants on. Yeah,
Yeah, that was Alex.
yeah.
I think she moved to Florida, but I'm not really sure of that. I may be confusing that with her mother. But
Yeah.
Alan moved to Florida, but I don't know whether, I think Alex did too, but I don't think they're together, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
She was quite pretty, quite nice.
Yes, very nice.
So, Bill, didn't you say you had a question about the song list that you were getting?
Oh yeah, I received actually through Gmail. Excuse me, rather than the messenger system, it was through the email And I have it. I copied it onto my hard drive. There's about 6 pages of tunes, all organized. Very Joel put it together because his name's on the top, and it's all categorized by the particular type of song it was, whether it was a military medley or whether it was a southern medley. All the types of medleys that we all did over the years. So
Well, it's all most of it is the songs we did, but not necessarily in the same medleys. But yeah, I think you have the right list. I was concerned about that when you mentioned it, but I think you have the right list. It's called the running. He's called it the running order for some reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
And did you get the charts that Mike Gempy did for us? Mike put together a whole series of charts for some of the tunes we don't play very often, or we didn't play very often.
I haven't seen that.
Now let me ask you. Speaking of lists, this goes back to the '60s, at least as far back. I'm not sure. What was the year the first club opened?
61. 62.
62. There was a master list. The damn thing was had about 10 pages. It went on and on and on and on and on. I always wanted to have a copy of it, and I was never able to get a hold of one because it had every song that the Mustache ever performed. Does that ring a bell? Should you go back to the 60s?
Oh yes, I remember it well. In fact, I think I still have one somewhere. But I think my list is incomplete, and
okay.
I think I lost a couple of pages of it along the way.
Yeah.
When you say 10 pages, I think that's modest. I think it was closer to 20.
I'm sure you're right.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, it was a great, wonderful list, and it was all set up by medleys, and we're very well organized.
That's right.
I think I still have a copy of that electronically. I'll try to hunt it down and send it to you.
Oh, that'd be terrific. That'd be
Send
terrific.
Send it to me too if you got one.
I could send it to everybody. It's all the same.
No extra charge, huh? All right.
No extra charge. I don't have to go out to Xerox anything. You know what I mean?
Oh boy, do I remember those days. Jesus. Woo.
Yeah. Just in case I ever have to go on, name that old tune. Name that old tune. Okay.
The old tune, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, because we're not, a lot of us aren't musicians. Did y'all have to get? Could you only play songs that were approved, or could y'all ever just work up something that y'all decided to do on your own?
A lot of us did things that were on our. We thought up things and did them.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I think there were certain tunes that were sort of. I call them specialty tunes. I don't know what else to call them. For example, one of my signature tunes, because I was a tuba player, I used to do a Sleep in the Deep.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Beware.
Dum, 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 dum. Yeah. So that was strictly a tuba specialty.
Yeah.
There were certain tunes like that nobody, only a tuba player would play that. And then of course there was another one of my signature tunes that I loved. This was Mother.
Oh yeah.
M is for the million things you gave me. Yeah, we had a blast with that.
Yeah, well, you might tune up for Sunday then.
Yeah. Bill, I think Barry made up a lot of words on his own as they were playing up there sometimes.
M is for the motels that we stayed in. O was for the other times we tried. D is for the great times that we had there, etc.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was an alternative lyric to that now.
Oh yeah, we always treated mother like it was only part of the word.
That's right.
Yeah.
In-law? No.
Back to your question about did some of the guys have unique tunes, and they did. I remember Basil had a bunch of them. He would do special things. I also remember one time we had these girls from Finlandia, from Finland on Air Finland, and they would come into the club anytime they were in town, and they were gorgeous, of course. And so he and I learned
Oh, yeah.
the first 16 of Finlandia, you know, the Sibelius, the national anthem.
Right.
And that seemed to work.
That's Banu doing the mother
Oh, yeah.
spelling out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Banu says she was the one that originated the spelling out part of it.
Well, okay.
I mean, she said on one of our meetings, you know.
Of
Yeah.
course. That's all right. Poetic license.
Well, you know who had a lot of tunes that were strictly his own was Ronnie Bill.
Oh, yeah. He was, well, Ronnie's a virtuoso. He
Was such a brilliant musician. He played tunes that only Ronnie knew. Well, for example, there's a second verse to what is the one? Southie is my hometown.
Oh, yeah.
There's a second verse of that, and I'm going to put an appeal out to you guys. If you can find that damn second verse, I'd be grateful. The first verse I can sing it 100 times over. The second verse was the Yankee division that set something, the decision that made the great victory, something like that.
That's the one.
Does it ring a bell with anybody?
It was the Yankee division that made the decision that won that great victory.
Okay.
They didn't care what it cost them. Those kids from South Boston mopped up on Germany.
All right, keep going. Don't stop now.
Thanks.
Speaking of Barry,
Yeah.
are you there, Snake?
I'm there.
I see. Yeah, Snake's there. Here comes Barry. At least it's
Great picture. Great picture.
Yeah, I like that
Hey,
picture. Hey, Donnie. I like that picture from Dottie, Barry.
Hello, Barry.
Hey, y'all.
Guys.
Here we go.
Hi, Dottie.
Hey,
For some reason, I have a different number this week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that
Yeah,
right?
I'm not sure what's going on, but you were able to get in though, so.
Yeah, it took me a few tries.
Well,
Well,
Rick's,
Snake's been trying for a while.
Billy
can't
said
get
he
in.
used 2 weeks ago all those ones we used to send, and they got everybody in. So I don't know what's going on.
No, I used this week I used this week's link and I got in just fine, but last week I was having trouble, so I went back to 2 weeks ago and I used that link and I got in. So, you know.
Snake, did you ever get in?
Got in. I'm in there, but no photo.
We just can't see him.
Yeah, we got the picture. But, yeah, no picture, but sound. Yeah.
He
It's
might be
too
mooning.
bad
He might be mooning us right now.
It's too bad because
Yeah.
I like his hairdo so much. Huh?
I just had it done.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Snake, is there something down on the bottom left of your screen that says share video, a little camera, and says share video under it?
You what?
Is there something on the bottom left of your screen? It's like a little camera and it says share video under it. You have that?
Share video, yeah. Or start.
Try
video.
that.
Click on that, share video or start video. Click on that and see what happens.
Hey,
There you go.
Hey,
Hey,
it is.
Hey.
And it only took a thimble-minded watch.
okay, you can turn it off now.
That's
you
not-
think this is all right?
Mike, you are a walking freaking phenomenon.
That's all the
Yeah.
thimble-minded washboard
Okay.
crap over there.
Well, Mike's the only one that does his from the beach.
No, not me.
Oh,
He just-
he's walking back into the background.
No, I'm just getting some ice. I do this
Oh,
from the
okay.
Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, no, oh. You know,
Damn, no moon.
So any news on the reunion?
Not much. Marty's out in the trenches trying to figure out an alternative concert venue. The hotel's kind of is all set. That's not a problem. But the food's he's negotiating with vendors for food and trying to find an alternative concert hall because the school who has the Art Institute, or I think it's called, will not let us know whether or not we can have this thing until August, because they are not putting their school schedule together until the COVID picture was clear.
Sure.
So we're trying to find a backup before we start sending out the news to everybody.
Yeah.
So
Do they
don't make
allow
your-
playing?
Sorry?
No, do they allow playing on street corners in New Haven?
I suspect so. It is a college town, you know.
Yeah.
Everything depends on COVID.
It does, but fortunately, Connecticut has a very good record. I think it's #1 in terms of percent of the population vaccinated.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah.
Which that's very encouraging.
That's great. Yeah.
So, you know, let's say a surge of COVID is less likely here than it used to be. So that's good news.
Okay, that's good.
Well, I can't wait to get there and see you.
Oh, it'll be fun. Are you thinking about staying Sunday night?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll get there probably sometimes Thursday.
Oh, really? Make
Yeah,
a day of it.
leave Monday morning.
That's about what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if I were coming a long way, I'd do the same thing. But
Right. That's right.
Yeah. How far is it from your house?
about an hour.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
You
but I
get
think I'll
barbecue?
probably stay at the hotel, because I don't want to get a snootful and then drive down Route 95 2 o'clock in the morning.
And here, I thought Sunday night you'd invite us all for a barbecue at your house, you know?
Well, that can be arranged.
Yeah, once he has a snootful, there's no telling what he'll agree to. Huh?
It's a long way
Yeah.
to Denver.
No. I think Joel has something in mind for those who hang around, but I'm not exactly sure. He didn't confide in me. He just hinted that he was interested in doing something Sunday night, but Joel, he's an idea guy. I mean, he just comes up with things and puts them down on the table and walks away and says, is this real, or is this some sort of magic act we're supposed to be pulling off? So we have to nail him down, and he's a hard guy to get a hold. The other complicating factor is that he's also he's running the reunion for his Harvard class at Harvard this year, and that goes off in June. So he's tied up pretty much a lot with that.
Oh, I see.
So
Well,
he's got
maybe we'll get some ideas from that reunion for ours.
Very possibly. He's got 2 big things going on at once. Emily says he's driving her crazy, but
But wasn't he was involved in politics for a while, mayor or city councilman?
well, Joel, as I say, Joel is an idea man, and he gets these notions that he wants to do things. I can tell you about that, but I mean, for instance, when he called me up and said, we're going to have a 50th reunion, I said, that's a great idea. What do you got in mind? He says, concert hall. We got to have a big concert hall. And he said, the only concert hall would hold all of this is Carnegie Hall. And I told him he was crazy. But by God, we went down to New York and negotiated a price, and we did it. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. The whole thing came together.
Yeah.
But back to his politics, he ran for the first thing he ran for was the Republican nomination for the mayoralty of New Haven.
Wow.
And I said, Joel, it's a suicide mission. You're crazy. I mean, the Democrats outnumber the Republicans in New Haven 11-1. I said, you got no goddamn chance. What the hell are you doing? What, wasting your time? And so he went ahead anyway, and he lost, of course. And then he said, then he wanted to run for lieutenant governor a couple of years later. And I said, a defeated mayoralty candidate is going to run for lieutenant governor. You're going to have the same damn problem. It's still a blue state. And I said, besides, you know, you went from a city election into a statewide election, and so now you're going to get a lot more attention, and somebody is going to go find a picture of you without your pants on up at the festival.
Right. Yeah,
And
that
I
one,
said,
yeah.
I said, you're gonna, if you ever had any political notions, you're gonna commit political suicide by getting yourself into a campaign. Well, he lost that one too. And I didn't see any pictures in the paper about a guy with any pants on. But, so it was.
He could have just sung. He could have just sung "I'm the Sheik of Araby."
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Was that the tagline everywhere? I'm the
That's
Sheik
right.
of
Yeah,
Araby.
No pants on.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I think we learned that one as teenagers, didn't we?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Tom, Bill said he sent you an email that had his ex-wife's contact information because she wants to get put on the list.
Basically, it was just her email address.
Yeah.
I put it
She wants to
in.
get put on the list to go to the reunion.
Who's ex-wife?
Bill.
Bill Meehan.
Oh, okay.
I saw that. I'll put it on the list. I didn't know I was supposed to put it on the Zoom list, but I'll do it.
Well, not the Zoom list, but I think he wanted to get on the
reunion list.
The reunion list so she could get all the information about that.
I don't know who has the reunion list, but I'll put it on Zoom.
Well, there's two lists. I got the musicians, such as it is. I'm still finding out new people.
Yeah.
And I got the world looking for Tim Greeley, and we still haven't found him. But
Yeah, and I haven't heard anything from him. I made contact with Facebook him, but he won't respond to me.
well, I got McLernan on the case, and he found him. He says, I think he's moved. He was from Massachusetts. We think we found him in Florida, and then he moved back from Florida to Massachusetts, but we're not really sure. So in any case, I get the musicians list, and Marty has the non-musician list. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well,
else.
Jim, I just sent you the Bill's email that he sent to me with his name, his email, and his wife's email. So, since you're the musician list guy.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is Bill.
Unless you put it on, as long as she's able to make contact. She lives in West Hartford, Connecticut right now, and
Oh, really?
Hey, everybody.
Ira.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Ira.
Ira.
What's up, Ira?
What's doing, guys?
You know what? When you're trying to search these people out, you never know where you're going to get the lead.
That's true.
I will tell you what happened. I was looking for Charlie Hernandez, who used to be a tuba player in a New Orleans club. And he kind of like vanished from the face of the earth. He became a high school band director. And then after that tenure, I never knew what happened to him. I've been looking, and I was looking for this reunion. So I was in church about a month ago, and Jerry Orcus's widow. Y'all remember Jerry Orcus? He played trombone at the Mustache on off nights.
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Jerry Orcus. Well, anyway, his wife plays the flute in the church I go to. So I went and asked her just on a whim. I said, whatever happened to Charlie Hernandez? She said, no, I'll ask around. You know, I went to church last Sunday. She came up to me and said, I found him. This is where he works. At a golf pro shop in City Park. So I'm going to go over there and check him out. But so you never know.
Cool.
You know?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
There's no hiding from Barry Foulon, I'll tell you.
Yeah, man. Call me Sherlock Holmes.
He'll get you.
He'll track you down.
But who would think that you find a mustache player by going to church?
Yeah, really, that's the last place you'd find them.
Yeah, because I remember the old the first one that I didn't get to go to, the one that y'all had that everybody says was the best one.
Connecticut.
I had just moved back from Texas, and Barry, I just happened to be. I think you called my mom because my dad is listed under Bill Blank too. So I think you called my mom and found me. You know, but I had a job that weekend and I couldn't go.
Well, do you think it was not? It was a better reunion because you weren't there?
Probably so. You know, I would have been a drag.
But I
don't like
I
the-
remember trying to get in touch with you, Billy. I hadn't talked to you
Yeah.
for years.
Yeah, no, I remember my mom put me in touch with you, but I wasn't able to go to that one, but I did, but we did finally for the Carnegie Hall one for sure, you know, but
Yeah.
So I just put up a
Oh,
picture with Billy in the bottom with two hats on and the band playing.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Bruce,
Oh, yeah.
That's Bruce O'Neill all the way
Bruce
to the
O'Neill.
left.
Maynard is over here.
Well, the first trombone player to the left, I think, is Ron Jancic.
Ron Johnson, he was originally from Denver.
yeah,
And then you got
Maynard.
Maynard, and then Eugene LeBeau.
yeah.
That's Gene LeBeau?
That's
That's Gene LeBeau.
My
Gee,
God. I can see the resemblance now. Yeah, sure.
He doesn't look a whole lot different 40 years later.
And then we got, I believe, Yoakum,
Yep.
and then Mike Gentry. And
Sure.
below
That is a
Mike Gentry
tuba
is
player
Billy
behind
Blank.
Yocum.
Yeah, and Billy Blank right there with the two hats on.
Yeah,
There's a tuba player behind Yocum. Isn't there? Or is that just that tuba sitting there?
No, I don't think there's a tuba back there.
No?
Oh, yeah, you can see the bottom of it. You can see all the
Yep.
stuff, but you can't see the bell and the player.
well, yeah, it wasn't Charlie, because Charlie was way bigger than that.
Yeah.
Look how fat Mike Gentry was. Jeez. Man.
It's a lot of peanuts.
And
Look
Bruce
at that.
O'Neill. Bruce O'Neill looks like Prince Valiant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that hairdo.
Yeah. And we got our Confederate flag up behind Mike there.
When did Ruth change his name to,
To LeBeau, he did that a bunch of years ago. LeBeau was his mother's maiden name, and for some reason, after she passed away, he started using Eugene LeBeau, instead of Ruth. But that's been at least 25 years.
And he's the trombone player we use on all those riverboat hotel jobs. Going up and down the river that we do a mustache show on for the old people. We use him.
Yeah, he lives in Dallas.
he's
He
good.
lives in Dallas, but let me tell you what, he can do the mustache style. He hasn't lost that. He could switch that on. And play. You'd think you were in Mardi Gras 1974 in this picture.
Barry, you mentioned the name Fred Bally, right?
I didn't.
I thought you said the guy on the left, the banjo player, looks like Fred Bally.
No, Prince
Prince Valiant.
Valiant.
Oh, okay, because we had a Fred Bally in New York.
I don't know Fred Valiant.
Yeah.
Look, I remember this Mardi Gras here. And you know what Mike Gentry called what they were playing in this picture? I know what song they were playing. They had four trombones, and Mike Gentry called "Everything's Coming Up Roses," and that's what they played. That's what
Really?
they're playing.
Wow. What a good memory.
That's
Wow.
what they're playing. Well, you know, it was not too often you saw four trombones on a bandstand.
This is true. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, how can you tell that was everything's coming up roses? That's what
I
I remember.
remember when the picture was taken. I remember standing when what's her name?
Oh, okay. All right.
I
I remember everything's kind of. Yeah.
Mike wanted a picture of the four trombones, so he got her. I was standing by the service bar right there where he took the picture.
Yeah. Was that our Broadway medley or something?
Oh, he just called
Playing
it.
something.
I remember that, you know.
Everything coming up roses. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not a song that is played a lot at the the mustache.
Yeah.
It's a nice song too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a great song.
Julie Stein.
Anybody here from Marty Fay? What's going on?
I have not gotten any more emails from him this week. So I
You
don't
know what? I'm going to contact him this week. Maybe he can give us a little report on what's going on.
Well, Gim said that the concert venue, we can't get it, so he's looking for another one, and he's doing negotiation with the
Well,
food vendor.
We, let me clarify that. We don't know if we can get it until, we don't know. They won't give us a solid deal until they put their school schedule together, and they won't do that till August. So
Right.
they won't give us a confirmation. but they told us we can have it. They just can't confirm it.
Ah,
So we're trying to find a backup. That's all.
That makes it kind of tight for reservations then, doesn't it?
Well, August, September, October, yeah, probably. Well, we'll get a concert venue. That's not an issue. I mean, it's not a big issue anyway. But it's whether we get that one because it's so convenient to the hotel. It's
Right.
like down the street.
Yeah.
So
Well, here's, can't see that.
Did he get a hotel yet, Kim?
yes, it's the New Haven
Nope.
Hotel. Would you believe?
Danny?
Can you see Danny Rubio in the back holding up the Dixie?
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
with Yoakum, and that's Charlie
Wes.
Fardello on trumpet, Charlie Fardella, and Steve Pistorius playing the washboard.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jim, you know Steve?
I've met him, but I don't know him.
Yeah.
Steve doesn't look like that washboard was used very much.
You're right.
Well,
You're
he's
right.
a piano player. He was just a washboard player for Mardi Gras Day.
Okay. Not
Charlie,
enough room on the
they work
band.
with Banu a lot, don't they?
Charlie was with Banu's band for 30 years.
And
Yep.
Steve Pistorius too, right?
Well, not 30 years, a little bit shorter, but yes, Steve Pistorius was with Banu's band for a long time.
Yeah.
That's the year we went as Red Beans and Rice. How about that?
Ah, yeah.
Hey, Snake.
Yeah.
Are you aware that the Denver Jazz Club started up again this past month, and they're going to be doing stuff in May and June and July and August? Are you aware of that?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, I'll get you information on it.
That's good.
They got Marty Henry band this month, and Widow River regulars after that, and then the Mustache band in August.
Okay.
So I'll let you know. I'll make sure you get the information.
So in the New Orleans club, Les Muscat was the leader, and his washboard player was a guy, stage named Wilbur Kite. Wilbur Kite.
Yeah.
Jim
James
Viator.
Yeah, and he became Vince Vance too.
And he would come out and dress as Vince Vance and do a whole 50s medley. and his hair greased back in a leather jacket. And from that was developed in a whole act called Vince Vance and the Valiants. It started right at the Mustache, but that went over really good back in the early 70s. All those 50s songs were pretty big. Even if it was on banjo, trombone, tuba, and washboard, the people went crazy over that,
Oh, yeah. Well, Vince Vance, the group went on for years after.
They're still playing. They're still playing.
Yeah.
With Andrew.
Andy Stone took it over and took on the persona of Vince Vance, after Wilbur. Well,
But I can remember Wilbur up there with Les Muscat and all in, and they would play Roll Over Beethoven, and the whole crowd
yeah.
would go crazy.
Yeah.
Now, is that Les? The
That's
Les?
Les Muscat,
That's
yeah.
Les Muscat there.
Yeah, that's him.
And Maynard Chatters next to him,
Barry and Peter.
and Barry. And Pete.
Pete. Yeah.
Yeah.
We look some good.
Still look good, Barry.
I wouldn't go that far, but
Barry was there.
Barry with hair.
all hair, that's right. Yeah. Those were the days, huh?
Yeah. And
If
Les,
you're,
he died about, I guess, 12 years ago.
Did he really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
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 Barry, if you go around the Jackson Square, so Babs still shows her art around there.
Right. I ran into her a few years
I
ago.
ran into her about a year or two ago myself. Yeah, a couple of times.
Now, do you know that I'm on this Facebook page? It's called Bourbon Street Back in the Day, or something like that. And people post pictures of all the clubs and buildings from the past on Bourbon Street. And this and one other shot are the only ones of all the pictures. They post pictures on it every day. And they have a lot of them of the Louis Prima's Club and the 500 Club and Al Hurt's Club and Pete Fountain's Club. But of the mustache, there's 2 pictures. That's it.
Really?
This is one of them.
How long has Fritzl's been there, Bear?
74.
70. Oh, well, the mustache was open.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, when the mustache burned down, that say the mustache was still burning. It was still flames coming out of this building you're looking at. And that's
Wow.
when the owner of Fritzl's came up to me in the street. He said, will you all work for me down at Fritzl's? We negotiated the price right there. The flames were still burning. And the next day we started at Fritzl's.
Wow.
Wow.
That was July of 75.
Then you came to New York.
Yeah. Yeah, but this building was still burning when we negotiated a deal with working there. So we didn't lose one night of work.
Wow.
Yeah, but then I remember when Roger and Fred got the show bar and tried to resurrect that as a sort of your father's mustache.
That didn't work. And you know
No,
what?
it didn't.
None of the places that tried to put a mustache in worked.
Really?
Even Fritzl's, it didn't work. We had to do jazz in Fritzl's. In other words, it wasn't for you musicians out there. It wasn't just the band that made things. It was the whole experience, the whole environment, the atmosphere.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
The walls painted red, the stuffed animals, the waiters jumping up and down and jumping on a bar. There was the whole experience. It wasn't just the band because we tried 3 or 4 times to take the same exact band, doing the same exact routines in a non-decorated, your father's mustache, and it didn't work. Never worked. Yeah, I've been part of 3 or 4 venues where we tried that. Fritzl's is one of them. Fritzl's, yeah, you guys are great. I'll hire you tomorrow night. Your club is burning. Guess what? It didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that something in the middle in that picture?
I think it's Jay Brackett.
I think so.
Oh, Jay. Oh, Jay.
Darcy
Yeah.
on the left, isn't it?
That's
That's
Bruce,
Jay Brackett?
that's Bruce O'Neill all the way to our left.
Oh, okay.
Neil Unders there in the middle with the straw hat on. I think Jay Brackett, of course, Roger Kinnaman playing washboard.
Right.
Yeah.
What club was that? Was
I
that
think it
New
was
York?
New Orleans.
But I don't remember anybody ever sitting down. I don't remember that rail in the front, unless it was something that
Yeah,
wasn't
the rail
there.
was there, Bruce. Billy the Rail was there, but everybody sat down at a certain point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I just didn't remember y'all sitting down. Yeah, I just thought it was weird. I just didn't remember that stand like that. And of course, with the rebel flag, though, I thought it must be New Orleans, but you know,
Yeah, that's New Orleans.
yeah. Well, that's what we wore when I first started there, the little vest with the shoestring ties.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was the uniform of the day for a long time.
Yeah.
And you know what? It should have stayed like that. You saw some of those pictures where we're wearing street clothes with suspenders. It
No
looked like
good.
shit.
Yeah, we still had to wear a shoestring tie though, and it was weird. But any kind of breeches with suspenders, they did
You know, if
say
you
we had to
saw
wear.
the previous couple of pictures, you'll see we were allowed to wear bow ties.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So it looked like shit, I thought. You know, I thought this looked better with the striped vest and the string ties and a garter. That was the best. If you wanted to wear a hat, you could wear a hat.
I have a question for you. Do you still have your white pants?
I have my white pants from Carnegie.
Yeah.
They used to provide us the white pants because I remember going through the stack of them that were in the back room.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Yeah.
In the old days, yes, right. Yeah.
I remember at the New Orleans club, we couldn't find the white pants in the wintertime. And Scotty Hill, a trombone player, he figured out that if you go to a paint supply store, they sell white pants that were paint pants, painter's pants.
The other alternative
That's
is to go to a
true.
medical supply store. They have the white pants too.
Oh, sure. That's right.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can order white label.
My white pants, there's no effing way I can get into those white pants. And I told Joel, I says, any chance we could turn it to black? And he says, NFW. That's it. So you got to find your own white pants. Probably your own vest if you got one.
Well, what year was Carnegie? 09?
11, wasn't it?
2011.
11.
I think it was 11, yeah.
10 years ago.
10 years,
Yeah.
right.
I doubt if I'm gonna fit my white pants from Carnegie.
This was when Vince Vance got to be popular. We would sometimes on a Friday night, didn't we just like do strictly, or was it Friday afternoon before the club would open?
It was Friday afternoon.
Friday
Yeah,
afternoon.
let Vince Vance would play until the band came on.
Oh, really?
That's Wilbur right in the front, right there. James Viator, who was under Vince, and this is Andy over here on the right. He ended up taking over the thing and became the persona of Vince Vance later. And that's Joe Mullane.
Who was a waiter.
Yeah, who was a waiter. And this guy, they used to call him Mouse or something. I don't remember all these guys' names. No, this was the guy they called Mouse and Mumps. Some of these guys worked at Andy's next door, you know, and they would just, and the waiters would all get dressed. I wore a black Van Lawn shirt and would slick my hair back on the Vince Vance things, you know. The audience really got into it, you know.
They were good.
Yeah.
And they were created pretty much at the mustache from waiters and musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew's still doing the Vince Vance thing.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
Jim Viator, he became a Loyola University law professor.
Yeah. From washboard player, Vince Vance, to a law professor.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Hey,
Yeah,
what about
what
Tim
was-
Shea? Tim Shea went from a banjo
Tim-
player to a federal judge.
Federal judge, yeah.
Oh, my God.
And I think
Yeah,
he's
but-
in Florida.
But Wilbur was really quite a good entertainer, though. He was the washboard player, but he was a good side man too. He knew all the songs that could get the audience worked up, and he was a good singer and just funny, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim, you mentioned you might not be able to find your vest. I found red and white striped vests online before Oklahoma City a few years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Turned out pretty good. So I don't remember what the company name was I got it from, but it worked really well. So you might look online if you can't find it. Just Google red and white striped vests and see what comes up.
Yeah, the only reason I mentioned it is because in the conversation I had with Joel this week, he said he didn't have it. He had half a dozen of them, but they were all small. And I said that there was no way a small vest will fit any of us anymore.
No way.
So
Remember
he said, well, everybody's going to have to get their own red and white striped vest. And I said, that's impractical. If we get 30 musicians up there, there's going to be 3 or 4 without red and white striped vests. And so,
Remember Dave Gannett at Carnegie Hall had to put 2 of them together to fit him?
yeah.
Remember that, Jim?
Say it again. I missed it.
Dave Gannett at Carnegie Hall, he had gotten so big, he had to put 2 vests together, staple 2 of them together in the back to fit him.
Oh, good God. Really? I don't remember that.
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
No, that's funny.
Another success story, wasn't that Dalton Diamond's a 1-star general? He played washboard, he was a 1-star general
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dolphin, yeah,
Wow.
in the Air Force.
Goodness.
yeah. He played washboard at the New Orleans club before Wilbur.
So he was in Oklahoma City too.
Right.
Yeah, Dalton's quite a character. He's I hope he shows up.
Yeah, he is a character.
He said he was coming, but we'll see. You know, he's down there treating COVID patients. He told me now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I said, hope you don't get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Louisiana's starting to open up more. Barry caught us up last week that Bourbon Street's opening and the clubs are again, you know.
All the clubs are open on Bourbon?
Yeah, I worked again. It was my 6th Wednesday night. This past Wednesday, we're packed.
Really? But are all the clubs open?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Pretty much, but the restaurants, they can't have music in the restaurants, but in the clubs they can because you put that plexiglass up.
Oh, that's right.
And as we know, air can't get over the top of that plexiglass.
Or around it or under it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well,
You're
it's
still
pretty-
only doing one night then at Fritzl's, right?
That's all I'm doing, but there's music there every night.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm
It's a
playing,
shame that,
but I am playing Mother's Day. That's the day after tomorrow at Arno's, but they won't allow horns. So I hired Danny Rubio to play piano. So it's going to be me, Danny, and a bass player. It's going to sound like shit, but it's a gig and they wanted music, so that's what they get.
Yeah.
Piano, banjo, and bass.
Tell Danny hi, will you?
I will.
well, I know when Tom and Emily are coming to New Orleans, maybe we'll make a date to come down and check out Fritzl's again.
I hope so. It's
That
Wednesday.
sounds good.
We'll
Sounds
act
good.
like you know you, but we won't be like LaRue was. We're not going to put $100 in that tip jar.
LaRue must have made money at the end of his life because every time he came in, he put $100 bill in a kitty.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, he would get a whole float in the Orpheus parade every year for his KFC guys. Kentucky, he must have done well in the Kentucky Fried Chicken
Must have.
franchise. Yeah.
The
I was
guy
glad to
we're-
run into him at
The
Fred's
guy we're
Memorial.
talking about is one of the assistant managers of the New Orleans club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was at the Carnegie Hall reunion too. He wore his,
Yes, he
his straw
was.
hat.
I remember
Yeah.
meeting him there. We had the
Yeah.
same discussion with him as we had with you, Barry, and that he met his wife at the Mustache as well.
Right.
Yeah, no, he was a true character too. We had a lot of them that worked at the Mustache. Yeah.
Oh, he had great plans that they never materialized, but I remember discussing with him the plans to do a gig at the football stadium down there.
Superdome.
Superdome.
Superdome. I'm trying to remember what the hell, I don't remember what the occasion was, but it was going to be a convention or some such thing, but that never happened. But these things come and go.
Well, he used to come in there about once a month to Fritzl's and he'd drop $100 bill in the tip jar. And the only problem was about every other time he was drunk and he wanted to sing Minnie the Mermaid. That was a little tough, I mean, it was a Mustache band, would have been fine. At Fritzl's, the guys looked at him like he was nuts,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
Yeah, hopefully we
Danny
can
playing
make it
the
over there.
piano. He's probably working a couple of nights a week, right?
Who's that?
Danny's probably working a few nights a week since he plays the piano.
Well, I think he's doing 4 nights now.
Wow.
Good for him.
Yeah. We plays tuba and piano, mostly tuba, but he does a little piano also.
Mhm.
That's LaRue.
There's LaRue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Off the
met his
wall.
wife at the Mustache too, huh?
Yeah. I think that's Gim all the way on the left there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it is.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's Jamie Bryce, yeah.
I think so.
Is that
Yep.
Jamie Bryce? Looks like him. Yeah.
I wonder how his wife's doing. She looked a lot younger than him, huh? Man,
Right,
Dave,
yeah.
is she a lot younger than him?
That's what happens when you got $100 bills for tips.
Yeah.
Is David Krippner still on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, he's there.
Was she a lot younger than him? Because she
No,
looks
she was maybe a year or so older.
older.
Really?
Oh,
Older.
she looks way younger than him. He looks, no wonder he died. He looks bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that means we're all going to be dying tomorrow. We all look bad.
Yeah, there you go, David.
He
Too
looks
much chicken.
worse. Compared to her, she looks great. That's what I'm talking about, relatively speaking. She looks younger than him.
Yeah, she does.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
And I've met her in person hundreds of times, but I never saw the difference. Ooh, where?
Oh, good darn. Yeah.
Is he
Glad I
coming to
met
the
him at
reunion?
Fred's.
Say the question again?
Is he coming to the reunion?
Oh, no, he's dead.
He
LaRue
died.
died a couple of years ago.
Well, I guess he's not coming then.
I guess he won't be coming there, will he?
He won't be there.
No.
He'll be there in spirit.
Mermaid, he might show up and drop $100 to help pay for the venue.
Yeah, well, they did let us sing Minnie the Mermaid that night when the band was playing. They let the waiters up to do Minnie the Mermaid in front of the band, you know. But we didn't get to do it at Carnegie though.
Yes, we did.
That was,
Oh, but we had to stand in the audience and do it. Though.
Right, right. But we did that there.
Yeah, we did. You're right.
you should have got
Yeah.
you on the stage for that.
Well, they didn't have enough room, I guess, because we bought the white pants. I got some white breeches too. They said you need, they were going to let the waiters do a bar song or something on the stage, but it didn't
Jim,
work
who
out.
made that call? You?
I'm sorry?
Who made that call that the waiters couldn't come up on the stage and do their bar song?
I have no idea.
That was a
No idea.
shame. Because they
I
brought
would think it would be Joel.
Yeah, so looks like they got the strobe lights on us.
Yeah, really.
Boy, it gets hard. You can't really. Roger, Fred, Bill, Kent, LaRue.
And LaRue,
He's the one that.
yeah.
LaRue's assistant manager with David. He died. Yeah. Somebody owned the Kentucky Friday franchise.
I would say that's the second best performance of the song I ever saw.
Yeah, actually it looks better on the real video. Just for some reason, when you try to play video on the Zoom, it just stutters.
Yeah.
Boy, Fred got some fat there too before he died.
Yeah.
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 Oh, well.
Look at Billy. Billy's singing away.
All right. I mean, LaRue had a good time that time.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no,
Guys,
Lou
Matt-
always had a
Matt
good
will
time.
run. I'll see y'all next week.
Bye,
Tom, we'll
Rick.
see you
Tell
in
hi to
New Orleans.
Sandra.
Hey, Rick,
Coming down, maybe next week we'll see you in New Orleans.
Okay. We're
Yeah.
trying to get there. We're trying to leave tomorrow.
hey,
All
Rick,
right.
Rick, do you mind
Yeah.
if I send you another small list?
No, sure.
Okay.
Me to send you one? You're gonna send me some. Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Take care.
Okay.
Take care, Rick.
See you, Rick.
Take care, guys. Good session today.
Okay, good to see you again. Okay, we'll
Take
see
care.
y'all next Friday. Tom and I might be able to co-broadcast by then. He'll be in town.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey,
Wow.
Tom,
Cool.
thanks again for doing this, man.
All right.
It was
Cool.
fun,
I
man.
gotta go. I gotta go too.
We'll see
Yeah.
you
Well,
next
next
week.
week.
So
Tom,
long,
drive
guys. See you
safe.
next week.
Okay. We'll try.
Adios, muchachos.
See you all later.
Okay,
Tom, try to
Bye-bye,
get Marty
everybody.
on.
Stay healthy.
Tom.
stay healthy.
See if you can get Marty on, Tom.
Oh, okay.
I'll
think
send
I
him an
have-
email too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he
Okay.
should come on. Okay.
Yeah, take
See
care,
you later.
guys.
All right,
Okay, Tom.
Ira.